welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is September 22nd, 2024. I'm your host, Luis Palacios, and I'm actually flying solo today because it looks like my co-host is out of commission for the day, and I don't know if I can reach him, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I am looking for somebody who will like to jump in from the network. If they can, great. If not, I mean, it's cool. I mean, this is the first time that I'm going to try to do a podcast, so I just don't have a time to record throughout the rest of the week today. So that's why I want to make sure that I get an episode out for you guys, since we have a lot of news to cover, actually. So it's actually good to know. But I do want to say thank you so much for anybody who's actually come in and, helped out and everything. You want to jump in? I'm okay with that. Here, 1 second. Let's see here. I will send you the link, and if you can make it, that'd be great. All right, hang on. Let's see if it actually works the way that I want it to. But yeah, so we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Please don't forget to check us out at purifiedpodcast.com. Purifiedpodcast.com purifiedpodcast.com. I wanted to anyways. All right, cool. That's fine. No problem. Wonderful people to work with every single time. Let me just go ahead and get you the link here. So it looks like we're going to have a nice little guy come through. So thank you. Thank you, David. But yeah, so make sure you check everybody out. We actually added some good people here too. Make sure you check them out. But between all the podcasts as a network, Lord Up, Special Conditions, Way Spotters, Purified Podcasts, Good Morning Johto, Gotta Watch Them All, Let's Sleep It Off, brand new podcast, and After Dark Ride will be coming very, very soon. So make sure you stay tuned on all that. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody in the network and all of that. Also, we are going to... looks like we're actually going to be getting another co-host in just a moment here. Hopefully everything works well. Pretty good. Yeah, so I guess some things that have been happening since we had the psychic event started and ended. I believe it ended as of this afternoon. Yes, tonight is when it ended, so that's pretty cool. Which was pretty nice. I don't know if I was like super adamant in some of the catches and everything, but brand new releases and brand new shinies. Was it actually? Wasn't that new shiny here? I think it was just a new release. I'm going to check that out right now. Oh, I also have to share this with whoever's coming in, so that'd be great. Let's see. Those are the notes. Hey, Vargas. How you doing today? I actually don't have a co-host right now, but we will be getting one pretty soon. So thank you so much for joining us for all this and here. Yeah, so far so good. But yeah, so let me go into the notes from the last week, because I know that we were really adamant about the psychic event, and I'm glad that we actually talked about it. But yeah, so we had two-time star catch bonus for catching Pokemon, additional candy for nice throws and better. Actually, I should have made sure of that, but I completely forgot. Dynamax debut. Yeah, it looks like Hatini was only the brand new debut release on that, so it wasn't too bad. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's like it keeps doing that. I gotta check on my cables or something. Anyways, I know I'm going off track and everything, but that's how it is. So Psychic Spectacular, it wasn't too bad. I think that the introduction of okay, that makes sense. There it is. Yeah. So again, it's not the greatest thing in the world. I mean, having a brand new release is also cool. And in the midst of that, we had Research Day. So Research Day was Pessimian and Orangaru for a 3-hour event. And that's actually pretty nice. I did get a couple of shinies, so I'll actually show you my haul here while we wait on my co-host, or my temporary co-host. Let me do H0 for this. So yeah, I actually got a pretty decent amount out of our Pessimian shiny. So I think I'm set for a while. We have 6, 7 shiny Pessimians, 3 shiny Orangaroos, a shiny Ditto from the Gold Plus, and a shiny Whooper, because I actually went to a Whooper nest. Surprisingly, I didn't know it was like that. All right, hang on. Looks like we got him. Hola.
Hey,
How's it going?
pretty good. I heard you got two quarterbacks and three receivers and one shiny little to boot.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, yeah. Hey, thank you so much for showing up at such a short notice here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My
I don't
co-host
mind.
is probably passed out from Halloween Horror Nights. So.
Oh, okay, I thought she was very into the Persimmon and Erunguru Community Day field research. He's like, he must have just done so many of them, you know?
Uh, Probably, but I don't know if he even played or not. But we'll figure it out when we get there. How you been, David?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
I'm
Just
glad.
got done feeding doggos, so they're on a healthy stomach. You can see my boy; he's in the background. He's about to fall asleep, so
Yeah, there you go.
all is right with the world.
Nice, nice. Well, since you're actually joining us on a such a short notice, anybody who has not listened to you, can you just go ahead and let us know who you are?
Sure. My name is David. I'm the host of As the Pokeball Turns, where we interview people about their experience with Pokemon. You're a person to host. One of the hosts, actually, both hosts have actually been on the episodes. They were one of my very first episodes. So definitely check them out on any podcast platform you listen to. Also, Lewis was on the upgraded Great Ball Edition, where people share unique items about Pokemon and they share the stories behind them. It's a spin-off of As the Pokeball Turns, and that is streamed live on Twitch. So twitch.tv/As the Pokeball Turns podcast.
There you go. Yeah, that was some fun times for sure. But I'm glad that I got somebody to talk to because I don't know how I was gonna get this for anything over a minute. So
Well, you got to take my idea, like just have a stuffed animal in front of you. It helps so much. But
I mean,
just have a Sylveon right in front of you.
I don't need the Sylveon. I got the Arceus right there.
Oh, okay, okay. You got the shiny Arceus?
No, unfortunately not. That's gonna be the good luck charm for next years or something. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna go back to the hunt.
Right.
But yeah, I would just let them know we got a couple of shinies here and there. Did you play the event? Did you play the research day event?
I played very minimal. I wasn't really too into. I'm not much of a shiny hunter, and I already have hundos of each one.
Oh,
So I
nice.
kind of just did a couple of them around my neighborhood and called it a day.
Yeah.
It was a nice event to where you could choose if you really wanted to go hard for it, or if you just wanted to take a sit back. I think this was actually a decent midway event before we get into the Halloween stuff coming up.
Yeah, I only did whatever was around town at the time. I went to a park and then I went to a college and then I just cleared the stops there. And then after I got quite a bit of shinies, I was like, "Yep, I'm done. I don't think I need anything more." On my way
Yeah.
back, I actually got the Honda by Simeon, so I actually was okay with that too.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Are you
So
gonna max it out?
probably not. I don't think
Okay.
it's required unless a niche meta comes around or anything. But doesn't feel like Simeon gonna have any use anywhere. So.
Hey, I'll give you bonus points if you remember the moves that they have.
I lost every single point. Anyways, but yeah, so research day was pretty decent. Again, I just went around and I couldn't even hang out with a couple of my friends or anything. I just saw a couple of community members out there, and that's about it. And yet, a spectacular, the psychic spectacular. I was talking that it was an okay event. I mean, release of a brand new Pokemon, and of course, Dynamax Beldum, which is the chase. And I don't know, I don't know if the community was actually happy with how easy or hard it is. I don't know. What was your strategy with Beldum?
With Beldum, I just used Charizard. I powered up. Was it the not Gmax, but the one you get
Gmax,
through the yeah? Is it Gmax? Okay.
No,
Uh,
it's Dynamax. Just
Oh, Dynamax. Okay, I knew it was not DMAX. Dynamax Charizard, and that's usually how I beat it. But
Yeah.
it seems like from my locals, they actually enjoy the raid system, the new raid system in a way, because it's kind of a restart, but still it's kind of, you don't really need it, if that makes sense.
Right.
But yeah.
The funny thing is like I didn't want to waste the resources on a Charmander that I just could have gotten anywhere anyways. Even though it's only available to Dynamax if it's the Dynamax ones that you find in max spots. So I invested into a Blastoise actually. I got the Hondo, Squirtle, Dynamax
Ooh, nice.
a little bit early in the week. And then when the event started, I was like, okay, so let me power this up to level 50 because I got the extra large candies to spare anyways. Try to
Okay,
max
Mr.
out,
Stardust.
right? I also powered up its move as much as possible. And my strategy was that I actually was using Bite as the fast
Oh,
move.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
because the Dynamax goes in and chooses the fast move instead of the charge move mechanics, I was able to use that as my advantage when I Dynamax. It took me like 5 extra minutes or so to actually take it down by myself, but it was actually pretty good because at least I was able to do it, So,
Right.
so as for Beldum, let's see how many do I actually do. I don't think I did that many. I did about 6 Beldums. Best one is, I believe, this one here, the last one that I did. Yeah, 3-star, not bad. I'll probably use this eventually if we are going against a lot of different other Pokemon, so Dynamax Pokemon out there anyways. So
I was wondering, so if you evolve it during a community day, say when you can get Meteor Mash, what does that move turn into for Dynamax? You know.
So remember, just as I mentioned before, the max move only cares about the fast move.
Oh, okay.
So it's unfortunately even if you were to evolve it into and get his community day move, it doesn't really matter. It's only to do extra damage, I guess. But regardless of how maybe it's like specking out the Pokemon into 2 different ways, because Beldum is like one of those interesting Pokemon, or I guess Venusaur could be the same. But you can spec him out to be a full-on Steel type or a full-on Psychic type.
Right.
So you can get both in some way, shape, or form, and then just investment in that sense. Of course, you're gonna need a lot of particles for that, and they don't come easy. It's an ongoing struggle for a lot of our community members out there. So
it is.
I can just imagine once the 5 stars comes around and they were like, should I have done that a long time ago? Yes, probably. Should I?
It's like, I knew I should take this more seriously when I was out.
I know, right? I can foresee. Well, actually, in the main series game, Station and Savasenta never actually got to the point of Dynamaxing. They never had their Dynamax forms. Maybe we'll see that once we actually get like a remake of Galar, which won't be for another 10 years.
Yeah, once you celebrate your 15th anniversary of the Purified podcast, man.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, we finally got Dynamax Station. What the fuck? That'd be amazing. If I actually get to live to see that day, that'd be great. But anyways.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the week's events. Anything cool that you caught or anything in the last week or so?
I didn't really catch much. I didn't really play this much this past weekend. My community, we did host our first taco and trades. Ooh. Where we had kind of like a trading event, but we also had tacos for people. And it was a lot of fun. We had about maybe, I want to say 20, 25 people come out. And it was just a very good event. I had one person, one of the community leaders. She went about all out. She like had a stack of balloons, and then they had thunderbolts attached to it.
Nice.
That was probably the highlight of the weekend, honestly. Just being around there and just see people come in to play, to trade. Just simply trade and eat some tacos. It's just a perfect combination.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's like it would be good. I mean, I wish I could have gone there, but of course we live like 2 hours apart.
I mean, you can drive up here, man.
Yeah, I gotta work the next day anyways.
It's free tacos. How can you say no to free tacos?
Do you have a teleporter?
No.
Okay, then. Saturday I was very busy anyway, so I really couldn't do much. And
it's okay.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the week. We got some exciting stuff coming up, so let's get into some news. First and foremost, we got our community day for October.
Yes, I'm excited for this one.
I'm surprised.
Really? No. People just hating, man. They just hating.
I mean, Soatal it's okay. So I mean, spoiler alert, it's Soatal. Surprise. But the thing is like, Soatal is actually this is the first time I'm more like, is this a super forgettable Pokemon? I barely remember it from Gen 5. Why is this a thing? But
here's the thing: it's a new shiny, right? And you know how many people complained about not getting a new shiny for PU Day? Niantic provides it, and people are still complaining about it, so they really can never win.
Yeah, I guess that was the same from last week, or I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, last week wasn't it Community Day? Yeah.
Well, those are repeats. Those are both Ponyta.
Yeah, but still, I mean, repeat shinies and new shiny, and now people are saying that shinies are new shinies are better than old shinies. I don't know. It's like we'll see when it goes. Okay, so Soatal Community Day is happening on October 5th, Saturday, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. I guess we're never going to go back to actually lunch times for this anyways. Soatal will be appearing more frequently in the wild, just like we always do. Once you evolve it all the way to his final evolution, Levani, the fast attack Shadow Club will be available. And Shadow Club is actually a pretty good move in PvP, so maybe it has some niche there. Don't be surprised that this actually goes all the way to the top because of it, so that'd be insane, especially because I have grass type moves, so it deals with a lot of the water types out there.
Right.
So Community Day special research story, once again, $1 equivalent to your current currency For the special research story, of course, it will just be Swaddle for surprises and everything. So, you can gift it and everything like that. The bonuses for this event, though: 2 times candy for catching Pokemons, 1 for hatch distance when eggs are placed in incubator during the event, 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy XL. Lore modules, incense will last for 3 hours, except the daily incense. Take a few snapshots. Spoiler, it's Swaddle, obviously. 1 edition special trade can be made for 2 for the day, and then 50% last starter. So the normal stuff for Community Day, regardless of how maybe we do have our raid bonus battles after Community Day is over. So if you can actually defeat its second stage evolution, Swabloom, that's how it's called?
Yep, Swabloom, that's his evolution.
Nice. You get to see more Swallow throughout the day, or if 30 minutes throughout the gym or something like that. Field races and showcases as always, and the Ultra Community Day boxes in the bundles and wet stores, so you guys can get them. The stickers are pretty cute. I actually like how it eats the leaf, so pretty nice.
It's such a cute Pokemon, yeah.
I'm starting to like it a little, just because how cute it's starting to look in some ways.
It's Swallow getting to your heart finally.
I mean, he was a really strong Pokemon in Ash's team in the Black and White area.
That is true, yeah, he was. Yeah.
So I don't remember him ever catching one. I just remember him having one. So I don't know. It's just one of those episodes that I get that lost in transition.
Right. Well, Black and White was the one where he was rotating through a lot of Pokemon, so he didn't have a consistent team like he usually does.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you already said that you're excited. I'm starting to warm up to the idea. I don't even remember seeing the shiny of this. Let me actually check the shiny.
It's a very nice shiny. That's
Swaddle. Let's see. Okay. So basically, he turns more green.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean,
it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think the best form is probably its middle evolution. I think.
Yeah. Just because his eyes turns different color, and he it's like that. I guess it's
it has
also
that bluish. Yeah.
It's a good introduction to autumn if you think about it. And actually, today is the first day of autumn. So.
Texas get behind the board. We're still in the 95s.
I mean, in Florida, we don't get autumn. You just get double summers.
Double summers.
That's basically it. So the humidity doesn't go away just because it's a little bit fresher. Although the nights are actually getting a little bit better. But that's about it.
Oh my gosh. Lucky.
Yeah, I know, right? Come over. I don't know. It's like this.
I mean, I'm looking at Levani right now. It's not too bad. It's more of an olive green.
Yeah.
It looks like it kind of inherits the original Swaddle color, in my opinion.
Yeah. I see it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so maybe Community Day is always fun. I always like to just go around with my friends and just have some fun for 3 hours. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, during the actual day, we have a little bit of cool weather, so it wouldn't be bad. When did I say this is happening? October 5th?
Lewis, you live in Florida. I live in Texas. If it's not sunny weather for the one time we actually need it, I'm gonna cry.
I mean, we could actually use some rainy weather too. So
I mean, we could too, but just the one day we actually need sunny weather for boosted. I guess it would work if it rained too. So it's a bug type as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, this is happening next weekend. No, the following weekend. Sorry,
following weekend. Yeah,
following weekend. Wow, that's a really early Community Day once again.
Mm-hmm.
But
because of the Halloween stuff at the end.
Yeah, that's probably why they don't want to mix and match a lot of different things. They probably have some good stuff actually planned for the Halloween event.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Next piece of news, just because we're already there, let's explore some Galar, shall we?
Ooh,
this is an interesting one. Discover updates to the daily adventure instance during the Galarian expedition event. That's fun to say. Starting on Friday, October 4 at 10 a.m. to Friday, October 11 at 8 p.m. local time. So this is a 6-day event?
7.
7. Oh, that's nice.
7 or 8, I think.
Mm-hmm. So what's happening? Wild Pawns will be in both Nidoran's forms. Abra, Magnemite, Wilmer, Spheal, Aron, Beldum again, for whatever reason. Shinx, Fungus.
I never have to meet Beldum.
I know, right? Dene and Wooloo. And some trainers may encounter Chansey, Absol, and Emolga. Pretty nice little shiny haul there if you're actually looking for a shiny here and there. Are you looking for anything specifically, David?
I'm looking through it. I still need the shiny Wooloo. I didn't get one when it first debuted.
Yeah, same here.
I think Shinx has already had Community Day.
Beldum is all over the place anyway, so what's the difference?
I have a soft spot for Magnemite, so
yeah.
I know that I have plenty of them, but I always just like the shiny. It's the black and white shiny, correctly?
Yeah.
So probably those two.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah, and I don't want to touch any chances because I always get the shiny anyway, so there's no difference. Absolutely, yes, but For raids, for the first time in Pokemon Go, you'll be able to encounter shiny Samacenta if you're lucky in 5-star raids, just like our previous station, which will be coming very, very soon.
Spoiler.
Yeah, plot twist and spoiler. And just like anybody else, and we mentioned this before, this is the first time you'll be able to encounter a shiny station and Samacenta on your own accord instead of a distribution in the main series games.
Yes.
So you're not able to shiny hunt it in the main series, which is for some reason, I don't know why.
Because they just distributed in the main series through you had to go get a code or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Back in Sword and Shield.
Yeah, we got it. I think we got it through either Target or GameStop or something like that.
Yeah.
One of the two. I can't remember. I just remember grabbing it and I'll be like, yep, I'm going to get my shiny. Which is nice, but, it's leaving him home forever. I don't even take it out of the box anyways. We will actually get a Masterwork research for another Master Ball. So, if you want to spend the money for $7.99 or equivalent to your local currency, you get to complete the Masterwork research tasks for the following. 1 Master Ball, 18,000 experience, 10,000 Stardust, encounters with event team Pokemon such as Galarian Farfetch and Galarian Mr. Crime, and more. Mr. Mime, by the way. Oh man, a Galarian Mr. Mime again through another ticketed event.
I was gonna say it's missing, and now you have to pay for it. Because didn't you have to pay for like $16 last time?
No,
when it was first debuted.
I think it was like 15 or 8. One of the two. I don't remember exactly. I just know it was a crime to get an encounter with 1 or 2 Mr. Rhymes for the first time, or Mr. Mimes. So, I don't know.
Right.
But
are you gonna get it?
I mean, I need the Master Ball.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why it is so tedious from them to just go ahead and put Galarian Mr. Mine or in Farfetch in there just for that reason.
Yep. I'm sure there's going to be some players who are going to think it's pay to win kind of scenario to where you have to pay to actually get it,
I mean, Galarian Farfetch is only good in PvP if you got PvP stats.
Well, I meant for the Master Ball.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think anybody's going to ever be missing Galarian Farfetch.
Yeah, I know, right? not that I care anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daily Adventure Instance is going to actually have some very cool introductions to it. For the first time in Pokemon Go, you'll be able to encounter Shiny Galarian Articuno, Shiny Galarian Zapdos, and Shiny Galarian Moltres. If you're very lucky, the emphasis on the berry part.
Very.
Also, starting with this event and continuing permanently afterwards, there will be an update to the Pokemon that can appear while using the Daily Adventure Instance Happy Exploring trainers. So I guess, they're probably just switching up, like, the type of Pokemon that they have there. Although now everybody's going to be using their Roar of Time the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Shiny Galarian's birds has been something that I think the community have been wanting for a while. It's been, 2 years at this point since the release of it?
Has it been that long since we've had Daily Instance?
Yeah, it was in Seattle. Seattle was the
so
first
3
time.
years.
What's that?
Oh, 2 years. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, it's 2 years. Yeah,
2 years.
But yeah, at the end of Seattle is when we got the Daily Adventure for the very first time, and we're like, that's cool. Did we get Chinese? No? Okay, cool. But now also same thing. The only chance to get the Shiny Galarian birds in the main series games were either through a distribution, but these ones were different. It wasn't actually something that you can get in a game store or anything. You had to participate in special battle events in the main series games to reach certain amount high of Pokeball or something. I don't remember exactly how the distribution went. But once you actually finish those challenges, you get to reward yourself with a shiny of one of the birds. And you had to 3 different months, I think it was, or something. So it wasn't like consistently in the same week or something.
Is it on the same level to where people grind for Pikachu Libre?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you didn't have to really go like the distance. You didn't have to reach master rank or anything like that. I think you actually had to do a certain amount of battles, and once you complete the set amount of battles throughout the time period, then you get your rewards are there. So, which for the casual player, that seems pretty cool if you don't know what you're doing. But if anybody else who doesn't care, it's just one of the things.
I was going to say, like, this kind of event seems like it might bring a lot of people back who just strictly play the main series and doesn't really play Go as heavy as we are.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we might see a lot of returning players, I guess, during this time period.
Yeah. Continue on. We do have collection challenges happening with evolution-focused collection challenges, experience Ultra Balls, and all that. Field research stacks will award encounters with eventing Pokemon, experience in Stardust. Web store, it says the web store has you covered for your encounters with Samacenta with the Ultra Raid Box. This offers features 3 remote raid passes and 1 premium battle pass for $4.99 or equivalent to your local currency. I guess it's not that bad because you're paying what? You're basically paying for the whole thing. It's a little discount.
Yeah, it's about maybe 25% off, I think.
Yeah, about that. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Showcases, of course, happening with the event too. I can encounter my PhD Pikachu the entire time. I just can't catch it.
Why can't you catch it?
Every time you go into the encounter, first of all, it has a red circle, so it's like impossible to catch. And then when you throw a Pokeball to it, it just runs away.
Oh my god!
It's still part of your encounter. You can still encounter it as many times as you want to. You just can't do anything with it.
Have you thought of using the Master Ball?
I don't have any, so that's good.
I mean, about to get one for $7.99.
No, it's something with the game itself. It had happened. Some glitches that happened in the last few updates. The even Pavilion wasn't catchable for a while. So there's actually 2 Pokemons right now, maybe 3. I'm not 100% sure, but they cannot catch even through those encounters. Is the Celebi. I think it's the Massive War Celebi that everybody's talking about. And the PhD Pikachu. So could also be Jirachi, but I don't think I've seen anybody trying to catch a Jirachi these days.
Right.
But that's because of the biome changes and all that. The last few updates has just messed up those encounters. So they have to basically come up with a fix at some point. I don't know when. I'm probably gonna have to actually talk to some channels and see if we can get somebody to acknowledge it. Or maybe they're already working on it. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on them at this point. But Niantic Cat has his claws on this event, on this world.
It's made its mark known.
Definitely. So exciting part that a lot of shinies being released in this event happening on October 4th. Samacenta and the Birds definitely is going to be something that I'm gonna be doing for a while, just to make sure that I get a couple of shiny encounters if I could. I'm still missing Zapdos too, so that'd be great for a shiny encounter.
Ooh, that'd be a nice one, yeah.
That will be. Now, there is 2 things. One of them, of course, make sure you use Roro Time if you do want to extend the ability to see more encounters. You can go up to 24 hours, but I don't recommend doing that unless you're playing the entire 24 hours. Although I'm sure somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it.
If you do stream it on Twitch.
Oh, God. David, I choose you for that.
All right.
And then one more thing, I think it's been confirmed with some channels here and there, but the shiny Galarian birds that you encounter will not run away after the first ball or anything like that. So you're just like any other shiny legendary encounter in the wild. If you encounter the shiny, just throw all the Pokeballs and Great Balls and Ultra Balls you have in your inventory. You don't use your Master Ball on this because there are 100% catch. It's just they're basically just gonna drain your Pokeballs for that reason.
Yep.
So, good thing to know. Are you excited for that?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see the shinies. It might sensitize me to use the daily instance a bit more. I'll be honest, I've been slacking on that. So,
I use it every time I do go for my walk. I've been nice to walk 2 kilometers every day here and now, so it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I only do the 15 minutes, and if I get something cool, if not, then I just don't care about it anymore. Plus, I do some of the routes in my area, so that's what usually my walks are. Now I'm probably gonna be walking more, or probably gonna run the daily adventure the entire time I'm walking, anyways. So
routes are my jam, though. Now routes I'll do. I love just sitting around doing the routes. I even like putting them out there.
So let me ask you, how many cells do you have?
How many cells I got? Let me see.
Yeah. Just for everybody's knowledge. Also, there seems to be a Snorlax and Typhlosion in the same area. I don't know why. But I have about
22.
Did you use that on your Zygarde? Really? Okay.
Yeah, I just do long routes because the routes that I do are like 2 miles.
Oh wow!
I do them I walk with my dog, so it's not like quick routes. It's like just a very long route.
I got quick quests around my. I think somebody in my neighborhood did a long one, so I'll probably be using that too. But I have 166 since the release of it.
Oh,
and just like I mentioned to a lot of people, it's like I don't really need to get all the cells right now. One, because my Zygarde is trash, so I'll get it when I get it, and hopefully the shiny comes out before then. So I mean, one of those things.
That's with me. I'm not really that motivated to get it because I know it's strong with its IVs, but I mean, regardless of IV, it's going to be strong if I want to do PvP or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've got standard, so I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, again, it's if I see the cell, I'll grab it. But after that, I really don't grind the 3 cells per day that everybody does. I know there's some people like Doms and somebody from the Grand Turbo Chatter that has the Hondo. So
yeah, Doms does.
Doms does. Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm so jealous on that because he uses it in PvP, and I love Master League too.
Mm-hmm.
I have the extra large candy for it. I can literally power up to level 50 if I wanted to.
Hey, but you're not going to just because the IVs are bad.
Yeah, there's no point. We wasting resources, and because you technically cannot collect more than 250 cells after you collect the norm, you technically have to use them before you can collect any more. So it's kind of like I don't really need to until I hopefully get another one or better one at that point. So
it makes me wonder when we're going to get another chance at Zygarde. You know, they don't really have to do it right away. It could be something they do a long time from now.
If we're waiting, I'm guessing that we're gonna get closer to the tour, the gold tour for that.
Oh, for Alola?
No, that's
Oh wait.
Yeah, that's Gen 6.
I'm sorry, Kalos.
X and Y, yeah. Kalos.
Yeah. I keep thinking Zygarde's with Alola.
Well, I mean, he was still in Alola throughout the. Was it Alola? Was it Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I think it was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon when you.
That's when they debuted the complete form, right?
Yeah. You can actually complete it for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Still pretty cool, but I think that's the closest we're gonna get. I mean, I'm sure we'll get the shiny too, since it is the tour, and that's usually when they release the big shinies.
True.
So, and they're kind of treating Zygarde like a mythical at this point. You can't trade it. You can't do anything with it. So it's.
I was saying they probably got big plans for it to where they just
Yeah.
Especially with Pokemon ZA coming out.
That's what I was
soon.
about to say too. Yeah, we have CA coming up next year, so it's most likely they will have a little of like collaboration with it. It's like, hey guys, you can, if you connect your game to CA, you can get another Zygarde or something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Or if you transfer over your Zygarde, they haven't done this in a while, but back in Black and White, they had it to where if you transferred over the shiny legendary beast to Pokemon, I think Black, you would get an encounter with Zoroark.
Yeah.
And they could do something similar to where if you transfer over the Zygarde you get from Pokemon Go to Pokemon ZA or whatever, you'll get a chance to encounter, a chance of shiny Zygarde or something like that.
Yeah. That would be a pretty cool thing to do if they are planning to do something with Zygarde. So that's why, we got another 3 months, maybe 4 or 5 by the time CA comes out. So I'd really not in a hurry to get the cells at this point.
Well, it may not come out till towards the end of next year. We're talking November, December of 2025.
Yeah. Well, no, because CA, they did say that the release was 2025. Yeah.
It didn't say. Yeah, they didn't say it was going to be early 2025.
Yeah, you're right. Man, having this long without a new Pokemon series game, it just seems tough.
Are you going through withdrawals, Lewis? Do you need like some intervention?
Somebody needs to actually get me my ass back into the shiny hunting or something.
Maybe you should play Power. Oh, I'm sorry, they're getting a lawsuit.
Okay, yeah, I know, right? No way I'm buying a game that's getting a lawsuit right now, but
But yeah, it's the longest we've had with it. I guess we've been so spoiled because we've had a Pokemon game every year, and now we're going to go almost 2 years without one.
That would be crazy. I don't think they're gonna go that hard on saying that we're gonna get a release, but because of the new Switch or the Switch 2 spoilers or whatever, we're most likely not gonna have anything until that gets released, anyways. So it's either going to be late spring or early summer where we're gonna get it. So it just seems a little bit far fetched, but it is how it is.
Yep.
But yeah, that would be cool once we actually get to that point. Next year just needs to come around because there's a lot of things next year that I want to do. Are you going to go to Worlds, or are you going to try to go to Worlds?
I'm going to try. That's up there. I'm going to try to go to Worlds. I'm going to try to go both Worlds and Go Fest. Pull 2 for 1.
I don't know if I can do all 3 though, because a Go Tour will be insane once they actually announce it.
Well, just to let you know, if you sell a kidney, that covers one of them. Just mom's the word in case.
I know your thumb is like $10,000 or something.
Yeah,
I won't be able to catch any Pokemon using the hand anymore. But
oh man,
gotta donate some stuff,
Anyways, right.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. But we actually have a little bit of miscellaneous TCG stuff that's happening here. If the big website wants to load, thank you very much.
I mean, I got it right here if you want me to read it.
Yeah, sure. You go ahead.
All right. Okay, trainers, get fired up for new stickers in Pokemon Go inspired by the Pokemon TCG. Charizard EX Super Premium Collection. Trainers, let's get fired up. To celebrate the release of the Pokemon TCG Charizard EX Super Premium Collection, say that 5 times fast. New stickers based on this collection will be available in Pokemon Go. These stickers will be available at special sponsored Pokestops at certain locations, where spinning them will give you an exclusive sticker from the collection. Visit one of these local retailers depending on your location from October 4th to October 25th to obtain the special in-game stickers themed after the flame Pokemon itself. So Best Buy, GameStop if it's still around, and Target. If they're in the US, if you're in Canada, you can go to GameStop. Surprisingly, they still have Toys R Us. I didn't know those were still in business.
Right.
And then Australia, they have EB Games, which I'm even more surprised they're still in business. I thought they died out in the 90s.
Actually, Toys R Us is kind of Canada based. Like their main quarters are Canada, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always just thought Toys R Us. I guess I always think it's American.
It makes it seem like it, but and I believe they kind of came back to the United States in thinking like Macy's or something like that, like inside Macy's.
Didn't know that.
Still pretty cool.
Yep.
But yes,
stickers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess I do go around like GameStop like every other day. I go to work anyway, so I can probably get those stickers pretty easily.
Right.
As for the collection box, it does seem pretty cool, anyways.
Who's co-host? I'm the guest co-host.
Yeah, the impromptu co-host that was able to get somebody here before.
I'm the fill-in. I'm the substitute, but less white.
Yeah. Make sure you check him out as Pokemon Returns anywhere in podcast services fees. He does some pretty amazing interviews. Has been running along every day, every week, and we love it. I think you actually only had like 1 week break since GoFest.
Yeah, just that 1 week after. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I was tired.
It makes sense. Nobody could do what you could do and and edit out a full episode. Like that weekend in New York was crazy too.
It was crazy, but it was fun.
It
was a good trade-off. I'll miss an episode for something like that any day.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm glad that we were able to enjoy, the time together, even though we went our separate ways too many times.
Yeah. Plus, it was too humid to save my life. So.
Yeah, that first day though, bro. Now, like, you and I both had Friday tickets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that day was just insanely humid.
Mm-hmm. It was awful.
I did not want to do it. Like, I was working.
It was good for a minute. And I have a water bladder too, and I was like, I drank through all that.
Yeah,
it's just too hot.
It was just too much and that's what I usually feel like in here in Florida if you walk around too long for the humidity out there. So
yeah, I mean, just here in Texas, like we're not outside for that extent either because I mean you have more of a wet heat, we have a dry heat, but even for us, like we still can't be out that long because. You feel it right away, and it's harder to stay hydrated. And
yeah.
Usually seek shade.
Definitely something that you should always be careful of. But the humidity also that's take wonders on you. Like you sweat a lot, so you're actually getting dehydrated a lot faster than a dry heat. So you definitely don't want that. And that was what New York was that weekend. So it wasn't bad. Again, it was nice to see everybody play the game. Up the community, everything else that usually makes GoFest what it is, but still pretty cool anyways. All right, well, that's pretty much on the news. I think that's everything. And I don't know if there was anything else that I remember not covering here and there. Let me just check Pokemon Twitter here just in case I said anything. So
just real quick on the stickers, I like that there's a flame butt on Charmeleon, which is kind of cool. its butt is on fire.
Right. Yeah, so. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Do you know much about what these super premium collections are? Like they just like booster boxes for the TCG?
Yeah, no, the super collection boxes are similar to the ultra boxes. So you get like different types of Charizard in the collection box. I think the best one that I can like compare it to is this one right here. So this one we had, box? Yeah, the ultra trainer box, and it's like 4 different Charizards or something like that. I'm sure that do similar because in the TCG world they do a full on like season of releases, and then in the middle of that usually during the Christmas days or something, they'll release something like this to say it's like, oh, you get the new alternate Oz that you get in Japanese that you never got, or special stuff here and there. I got this cool mat from that too last time. So.
Ooh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So. It's definitely something that you want to get if you could, but sometimes they run for like over $100, and I just don't care about it.
Especially because it's Charizard, that's going to be
right.
Yeah, it's going to be
Sometimes they release the shiny with them too, so sometimes they unless they do like one of those Paldea and Fates sets, and they just add some cards in there here and there.
Right.
So I mean that's usually some of the things that happen. So no, too bad. You want to do some PvP real quick?
All right, ready.
All right, cool. I don't know.
Are we gonna do it?
No. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go. Woo! I know he was waiting. He was waiting for that moment the entire time.
We didn't do it the last time I was on the show. I felt left out.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So we actually are in the Master League and the Psychic Cup. And now, Master League has had some meta changes. So let's go to PvP Poke for our analysis real quick. Let's see rankings for the Master League. Well, unless you have a complete Zygarde form, nobody's gonna ever have that except Dumbs. But then we have Palkia Origin form still being top number 2. Yveltal went to up to number 3. So actually that's
surprising. Yeah,
that might be good.
And that's what the move changes, right?
Yes. So and the time changes and whatever the case they did on the last few updates. Solgaleo is number 4. Necrozma Dunsmane is number 5. So regular Solgaleo is actually winning the fight on that. That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's surprising actually. I figured it'd be the other one, Dustmane.
Well, Dunsmane is the next after that.
Okay.
So it's, I guess by a margin of points, that one of them wins better than the other one. But that's because I think Necrozma is a Psychic type on full. And Psychic and Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Solgaleo is just Steel type or Psychic type.
No, I thought Solgaleo was Psychic.
I thought so too. Let me check. Let's see. Steel and Psychic.
Okay.
And
also, it's like Metagross. Okay.
And Necrozma is only pure Psychic. Or Steel too. I don't know. I keep forgetting these things. Let's see. Still Psychic as his form, so it does get his categories from those.
Also, it's always a Psychic Steel type no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because, Necrozma is Psychic type regardless, so doesn't change the fact of what it is. Ho-Ho seems to be rising up in the ranks. I've been just watching them the entire time, and I just want to put Solar Beam on my Ho-Ho. So that's all I want to do, because that's how... One definitely that's been changing the meta is Rhyperior.
Yeah. Everybody's been trying to power up their Rhyperiors for it.
I have a Honda, so I could be used at any time.
There you go.
Shadow Ho-Ho is number 8. Florges is actually an interesting one. I just need the Hondo. I don't have the Hondo.
Oh, because of Moonblast, I take it?
Yeah, Moonblast is Armin Boy's Fairy Win. And then Kyurem will go all the way to number 10. Kyurem is a nice niche until we get Black and White.
I'm surprised Kyurem's on there, to be honest. I haven't heard Kyurem ever.
Kyurem is an interesting pick if you know what you're doing with it. Just don't face it against, things like that. Like, what if his kid losses? So definitely Xerneas, Necrozma, Dialga, Dragonite. But it can beat Giratina, Yveltal, Mewtwo, Zygarde complete form, and then Lander as well. I mean, it kind of makes sense that it beats Zygarde because it is, a ground dragon type, and he is ice, so he can just beat the no shield scenarios on that.
But it's not much, though. It's a little close.
It is, but Zygarde is just a freaking tank anyways.
It is,
yeah. Unless you can get him out with no shields, you're pretty much done for. Yeah. But that's usually how it gets in the Master League. They're not too bad in the meta. Yeah, it's like almost a 50-win ratio on Kyurem for that reason. I don't know. I haven't played too much PvP. Even though the changes have made it a little more fun, I'm still trying to figure out a few things.
I'm excited about Levani, though, with the community day. Have you seen how much it jumps up with Shadow Claw in Master League?
How much?
It goes from 378 to 379.
Nice. Breaking the meta right there, y'all.
Breaking, bro. Nobody could expect it. Who's prepared for Levani in Master League?
Basically nobody.
Exactly.
I'll be amazing if he survives one punch. But yeah, it's not too bad in the sense of that. Again, I don't know how you're not a PvPer, I'm guessing.
Here and there, not
Here and
really
there.
as much.
Yeah. I've been trying to see if I can get to rank 20 every now and then. I did go pretty hard at the beginning of the season, and then after that, I just fell off again. So it's just like
We just need to see. Just go for Master League, man. Just
I think
do
so.
Master League. Get Legend through Master League only. Isn't that your league?
Yeah, that is. Now I feel like I'm falling behind because I don't have any other Pokemon that I usually people use anymore. Like the Origin Form Pocket, I was going hard to get that Pokemon, and I just never got it.
Oh, trying to get a Hundo Foot? Yeah.
It's hard to invest on 98s or below for that reason. It just really depends. It's like 1 point I'm probably gonna give up on it, and then after that I'm just gonna be like, I'll get the Hundo eventually. So
Right.
Somebody's
Are you doing
asking.
Are you doing Psych? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you doing Psych Cup?
Yeah,
That's what Strongleck's asking.
Well, this is the ratings for Psychic Cup. Big Teeny number 1. Big Teeny is only a Pokemon you can really get through the special research anyways. If you didn't get one, it's kind of hard to get one right now. At least until the Unova Tour comes around. But one thing for sure that anybody needs to know is like don't run psychic moves at all. Like seriously. There's no point of running a psychic move in this meta because you're not gonna do any damage. So Big Teeny with quick attack, V-Create, and Overheat, so basically most of his fire typing. Rapidash Galarian is there, so you can use Fairy Wind, Mega Horn, and Body Slam. That's pretty nice. Especially now that we have the Community Day move on it. Although the Community Day move is not in here, it might make some changes if you use it in different ways. Galarian Slowbro, Poison Jab, Brutal Swing, Sludge Bomb, Claydol, Mud Slap, Scorching Sense, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is going to be interesting. Malamar with Psychic, Sideway, Foul Play, and Hyper Beam. Whoa. That's a niche for sure. Although Malamar has also been doing waves in the regular Grey League, so make sure you use one appropriately.
Yeah, Malamar is really good, especially for Psych Cup.
Broxich with Bite, Aqua Tail, and Psychic Fence. One of the only times you really want to use Psychic Fence is because it does do more damage than any of his moves. Plus, it doesn't really have that much of the move pool anyways.
Right.
Gardevoir with Charm, Shadow Ball, and Triple Axe. Hoopa, if you can get one. Astonish, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Bronzong, why having... Well, I mean... yeah. Feint Attack, Payback, and Heavy Slam, and then... Behemoth, which is the evolution of the little alien guy. How do you say that? Behemoth?
Behemoth, yeah.
Behemoth, yeah. Astonish, Dark Pulse, and Rock Slide. So, again, you can run some here niche and there. Lauron Raichu is also pretty interesting in the meta. Just because it does go a little bit faster, but, you got to worry about your Claydos and things like that in the end of the day. Try to always counter what you have, and if you have Pokemon that help you out, Big Teeny is also pretty cool, but I mean against a Malamar, you're probably not gonna win that easily. So
yeah, I've been using Claydol, Malamar, and Metang. That's in my team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Metang is an interesting one.
Yeah, because I want the Steel for in case I run into Rapidash or the Fair.
And everybody's using probably Rapidash right now because of the Community Day, anyways.
Exactly. Yep.
So it makes sense to go about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. PvP section. There haven't been, aside from Baltimore last weekend, which we already talked about, so there's nothing much after that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I knew there wasn't going to be too much news here.
You did have the regionals.
That's their regional?
Yeah.
Baltimore, right? Yeah. I talked about Baltimore last week.
Oh, okay. I can't remember if you did or not.
Yeah. It was a brief mention, of course, our first winning of the season. And mostly because it is a brand new meta. So it was nice to see a couple of things here and there. I didn't watch the full thing, but everybody was praising that this is an interesting one. However, though, everybody's also saying that the game has actually been the worst in PvP that we have ever seen in a while. So if Niantic is listening to this podcast, and hopefully I know somebody is, please make sure you fix that. I'm just tired of seeing the whole problems everybody's having.
So, or just make it worse.
Or make it worse. Niantic at its finest, y'all. That's how it is. But yeah, if there's nothing else that I can think of, anything that you would like to add there?
No, I can't think of nothing, right? Because I don't think we have a event next week. I feel like.
Nah, not that I think of.
No, I'm
Although,
excited for Zacian. That's about it.
well, Station is gonna be released then.
Right.
So let me just make sure that I am.
There's a Legendary Heroes event coming out Thursday.
Yeah, so
Which we
that's
talked about.
Thursday. So we have, since the last event just ended like this afternoon, anyways, or
Yeah.
we won't have another event till Thursday of the 26th.
Yeah.
It's only 4 days. It's not bad. But then response is not bad either. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for listening, everybody, to the podcast. Make sure you check us out at any of the podcast services fees: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Wait, is Google Podcasts a thing?
No, it's YouTube now.
Is YouTube? Ah, all right.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you connected your podcast to YouTube, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you can check us out on YouTube. I know that the episodes do go live there anyways. Amazon Music and those places too. Make sure if you want us to leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps us a lot. Follow our social media. Myself at Pure Let It Go. Chris, which is not here, unfortunately. Pokemon Trigger.
He's in our hearts.
Yeah, no. And our dreams. I'm sure he's just dreaming of Snorlax right now. And then the Purified Podcast for anything related to Pokemon Go. Also, email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And you can always check us out later in our Discords or the Pokemon Professor Discord for as little as $1 a month. And of course, make sure you check out David for anything to interview-wise. Please.
Yes. As the Pokeball turns, both on Twitch, we'll be actually having another episode of the Great Ball Edition. I'll be announcing it tomorrow.
Nice.
We'll have that on Wednesday night for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely come in. Check me out. We'll also have the episode released for the interviews on every podcast platform. And yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, with that being said, David, take us away for the night.
All right. Guys, good luck on getting Shiny Zacian, Shiny Zamenta. I'm excited for these. I like the shinies. If you get a Shundo, transfer it. Make sure to keep purifying them. And until next time, guys.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.